This is your market update for the week of July 6th. And I just want to say, I hope everybody had a great 4th of July. I know it was awesome here. It was toasty, as most of the country's been hot. I mean, not just hot, a sauna. And if you didn't have experience with a sauna, I'm telling you right now, I did. How about you, Taylor?
I did.
Yeah. See, she did too. It was steamy. But it's summertime. It's better than snow. It's better than 30 below. So bake me like a piece of chicken. I'm okay with that. And last week we had a whole bunch of info on the jobs. And I just want to say the numbers were revised, and those numbers revised make more sense than the other numbers we got. Well, why? Because the June payroll was supposed to be 110,000. Oh man, it came in at 57,000. That's a big swing and miss. No good. But May was revised lower from 172 down to 129. Another big drop. 172 to 129. Yeah, that's a big drop. April was revised lower from 179,000 to 148,000. So then you had a 3-month rolling average much lower at 111. But those revisions, I just want to tell you, are not done. Okay? They're not done. Because they run 3 tags. Don't forget 3. And the thing about it is the unemployment rate went down. Now I'm going to get into that because these 2 other numbers tell you why the unemployment rate went from 4.3 to 4.2. The U6, that's the what we call the underemployment, that's the problem. That's people that are discouraged. It went from 8.1 to 7.9. It should be going that way. That means people are going, hey, I might be able to get a job. So the underemployment rate, again, is like whatever job you had and whatever amount of money you're making, you're trying to find that same job, similar or same, and you're not. So either you take a lesser job or 2 jobs. Or you just say, I can't find anything and I'm just going to, sit on the bench here and wait. Because, with the unemployment running out, then those people just magically are wiped off. You go, shoot, they don't have a job, you see. And that's not good. And that participation rate is what we call it, went from 6.8% to 6.5. Okay? Well, what does that mean? Well, I also put this in there. So, I want to read these key points. And one of the key points was this exodus of workers. And it's measured by the working age population, by the way. Okay? Either by they're employed or they're looking for a job. Fell from 61.5. It was the lowest since March of 21. Excluding our kooky COVID period of all the way it was, that job market was crazy, okay? This is the lowest participation rate since when? Taylor, when do you think this number hits? And I'll give you a hint. I was in elementary school. How about that? That's a long time ago, huh, Taylor?
Before I was born.
It's before you're born.
Yeah.
So was it in the 90s, 80s, or 70s? 90s, 80s, or 70s? What?
70s?
70s. 1976. Taylor, that's a hell of a long time ago. Think about that, everybody. It's the lowest since 1976, June of 76, okay? The labor force plummeted by 720,000 in June. Not good. So everybody just remember this. The whole thing was, the Fed, we're going to hike rates, and Kevin Warsh, the new Fed president, we're going to hike rates. Guess what happened with what we call now the betting markets? You can bet on everything. Now we got the betting markets on the interest rate books, okay? The betting markets were saying we're going to have all these increases. And you know what the betting markets are saying, Taylor? You take a guess. What's your guess?
I don't know if I have a guess.
We are put on
Hold.
Yeah.
No bets.
No bets. It's on hold. And if we can keep getting revisions like this, Taylor, what do you think? Is it going to be a hold or is it going to be a cut?
Cut.
I think it'll be cut. Why do you think it'll be a cut, though? Because we're worried about inflation, but there's one thing I talk about over and over and over. What is that, Taylor? You hear me gobbledygook all the time, and it's one problem we're dealing with in the world. What is the major problem that the U.S. is involved in the world?
The war.
The war and oil.
And oil, yeah.
Hey, is oil going down? And the answer is yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And the future forecast for oil, they're forecasting by next year it could be down to $40 a barrel. What does that mean for inflation?
I mean, I'll go down.
Going down. Because everybody, I don't care what you think and say, we need it. Okay? The bottom line is that oil is used in the production of fertilizer for crops that we need to eat, and that's why when we look at energy or food costs, oil has a lot to do with it. Not just fertilizer, but to move it around, to produce it. And everything we touch has it in there. Everything we touch. Like, look at this pen. This plastic in that pen. Look at these glasses. Look at that. My goat. Plastic. Oil. Okay? So, is that good news? Yes. It's good news because at $40 a barrel, there are a lot of companies, if you watch Landman out there, this is a great show, they'll be shut down. Kind of the sweet spot is 60. We're not at 60 yet. Okay? Or right around there. Okay? That's where the shale producers in North and South Dakota, in the Permian and, in Philly and in Texas, all that stuff, that's where they can make money. But when it starts going further down, they have layoffs. And once you have to shut just like this war, once you shut those pipes off, it takes a hell of a long time to turn it back on. It's not like, flip the switch, your water. It doesn't work that way. So, hopefully the job market improves. Hopefully the technology changes and gains with AI. But if AI is going to help productivity, the only thing that I am concerned about is like, Taylor, do you think it'll take away jobs?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to. In the short term, it will. In the long term, you need retraining for what you're going to use AI for. So hopefully we'll have the people that are creating this AI also create the next level of jobs that everybody out there is looking for that will make actually a good living.